the crowd. So if you guys will pull out your phones and go ahead and put on your flashlights, perfectly fine. If we have you guys stand right up here on the X, right there. And then on the count of 3, you guys are gonna go nuts. Ready? 1, 2, 3!
But a unique chance to get to know you guys in a way that maybe we wouldn't otherwise if it was a bunch of questions that you've been asked a bunch of times before. So I hope everybody, and I know we've got a long line, I hope everybody has thought long and hard about awesome questions. Right? Woo! And if you're in line for a long time, you have plenty of time to think about it. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to start with the audience questions?
I just want to say thank all of you for being here. If it was not for you, we would not be here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being fans. Really appreciate you being here.
Here's something. Who would rather have them here talking about everything but work, or have them not here at all? I'd rather have them here talking about everything but work.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, let's go with the first question then.
Is it on? There we go.
There we go.
Okay, this question was specifically for Katee, but I guess anybody could answer. How well do you think you could do in a fight against Gina?
This is so easy to answer.
Yeah, it is.
You guys, I'm not really tough. I pretend to be tough. If someone ever hit me in the face, I would cry so hard. That's actually not true. I was hit in the face at work one time and I took it like a champ, but like, holy crap. Like, no, I would lose so fast. And plus, my legs don't go above like this. It's not pretty. Like, you don't wanna see it. It would be really sad.
She's a different type of tough. When you watch her work, she just goes into the mode and all of these words come out, like pages of words come out, and I think that's pretty badass, so that's...
Hi, my name's Joe. Gina, by the way, I respect how you just stand up for what you believe in.
Yes!
This question is actually for Katee, though. What is the most controversial thing you believe?
Now don't you wish you were talking about work?
Sir, I am a shuffle ball change away from cancellation on a daily basis. So, the most controversial thing that I believe in. Listen, I'm a mom now, like, you know, and that I believe that it is my right to raise my child the way I want to raise my child.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody else, and everybody else is allowed to have their own opinion about how
Yes.
they raise their kid. So I believe that. I don't know why it's controversial.
It's very controversial right now.
Hello,
That's the last you're gonna hear from me.
My name is Ronald, and what is red in back of your teeth?
Should we let everybody guess once before he tells us the answer?
I don't think you want my guess, because it's probably,
Yes, we do.
not rated correctly for this round.
Red and bad for your teeth. I mean, red number 5 is really bad for all of us.
Yes, it is.
And it shouldn't be allowed in the United States in any of our food. Never eat anything red or colored red, guys. Not
Woo!
But probably not the right answer.
All right, buddy.
It's a brick.
That's a good one.
Chris, is that your son?
I'm his mom.
Oh, that was cute.
Can you tell us about your pets, if you have
Okay, yes. I have 2 Frenchies. Yeah, Frenchies. They're my little babies, and I also just got 2 pregnant mares, Friesians from the Netherlands, and I've got chickens.
Oh my gosh!
I
love you more.
That's where I came from a year on a ranch. I've got a 0-turn John Deere, and I absolutely love using it.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Yeah, my animals are my babies, yeah.
See, she's okay.
I have 3 animals. I have a 5-year-old son. He's the craziest of them all. I have a teacup Maltese. She's one of the love of my life. And then I have another naughty English Staffordshire Bull Terrier. So she's just like a little mini pit bull kind of thing. Friendly, but looks scary.
I have a Labradoodle. His name is Santo.
Woo!
I have a Chihuahua mix named Vargas, who was thrown out of a car in a parking lot in front of me in New Mexico. So he was either getting named Starbucks, Sprouts, or De Vargas Shopping Center. So he got named Vargas. I have a Yorkie mix who is so stupid.
I can vouch for that.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it's the stupidest dog. I have never in my life met a dumber dog, but he's so cute. So cute. I have a fish that won't die. It's been 12 years, I don't know why it won't die. I put it in a 5-gallon bucket and just drove it to our new home in Oregon. Like it lived in a bucket. I'm trying. Won't die.
Are you sure it hasn't been replaced several times already?
My husband, I did ask him. So we moved to the country, and supposedly owls will kill my dogs, and I'm really terrified. And so my husband yesterday sent me a text message and was like, "What time do you get home tomorrow?" And I was like, "Oh crap." And I called him. I went, "What's wrong?" And he went, "Well, nothing's wrong. I just wanted to know when you got home. Why? Did you think something was wrong?" And I was like, "I thought like an owl got the dog or something." And he's like, "Oh, you'd never know. I'd replace him before you got home."
Love you. Thank you for being here. And we can feel how much you love everyone. That being said, you are all extremely nice people, and I just want to know what you do to stay grounded in this industry, and to share with us.
Get canceled. I'll stay real grounded after that.
This industry is tough, like life is tough, right? I think one of the easiest ways to stay humble and kind is to realize that we have careers because of you guys, and giving of our time at conventions is our way of thanking you for showing up for us. But I don't know, man. You just gotta lead with kindness, you know? I don't know. I was on Instagram this morning and there was a mean comment, and I always click on them just to see who they are. And I clicked on it, and he's a meditation instructor. What? And I was like, oh my Lord, lead with kindness, man.
Yeah, I would piggyback on what Katee said. I think for me, it's not forgetting where I came from. I think a lot of times when you're in an industry like this, a lot of times you forget that, you know, because I honestly was like sitting in a crowd, 30 years ago, being the fan that you guys are, and I never forget that. So whenever I go to these and I hear your stories and things like that, it brings me back to where I started, and I always hold on to that. And I'm my own worst critic too, so that also helps.
You're gonna peaks and valleys. You're gonna hit really lows and you're gonna hit real highs. And learning how to just maintain, you know, a nice, like, don't let it emotionally pull you both ways, and just know that as long as you have hope in your heart and you have a vision and a dream, you can always be shooting for something. And nobody can take that away from you, not an industry, not Hollywood, not bullies, and whatever scale you're experiencing it on. How you react to things that happen to you is what you're in control of. And I think just staying really balanced has really helped me. And also, God.
This is 20 years ago. But I went into the bathroom. It was at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and a Wookiee followed me into the bathroom. And I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
It wasn't me. I saw it.
Hey, you guys went in earlier.
And I heard this person say, as I'm trying to go to the bathroom, that they loved me, and it was like these two furry feet. And I could not pee to save my life. Oh my God, I was so nervous. Now, if a Wookiee followed me into the bathroom and said they loved me, I'd be like, oh my God, me too, I love you too. I keep looking at you, Carey. I swear I know it wasn't you.
I swear it was not. It wasn't me. And I will not tell you I love you when I'm dressed as a Wookiee.
I actually had a similar situation in Mexico. I went into the bathroom.
You were followed by a Wookiee into the bathroom?
Not a Wookiee. A gentleman. And I was at the urinal and I was going toilet, and he came up with an 8x10. He's like, hello, Mr. Logan, can you sign this for me? And I was in between, you know, going.
Oh my God.
I kind of looked at him like, no, go away, not right now. But afterwards, I thought, man, it would have been a great fan experience to say, okay, you grab this, I'll grab that, I'll sign it. I'll get this done and on your way.
That might be the best answer I've ever heard.
I was gonna say you were between things. Like, there's only one thing you do at a urinal. Like,
You know, the zip, sometimes a little gas comes out the back.
How do you feel?
I mean, but I'm so glad that women have, like, private little things to go into, even if it's like a false sense of that. Like, I know, like, we can see each other's shoes and stuff, but at least you can't, like, hear me too. I mean, like, you can, but you don't know it with me.
I did not expect the discussion to go this direction.
Hey, you should always when you got daddy up here, you go.
Next question.
Hi, my name is McKenna, and this is a question for all of you individually. And my question is, what is the strangest thing that you have ever eaten in your life?
The strangest thing you've ever eaten in your life?
Yeah.
All right, Carey, since you skipped the last one, you get to go first.
I don't know. What was the strangest things I have eaten in my life? You know, I was in South Africa, and I mean, it's not really strange, you know. I ate goat. For me, it was strange. And they had alligator, which I didn't try. But yeah, it was probably South African goat.
I feel like the strangest thing, although it's kind of, you know, we have it for Christmas every year. Escargot is kind of strange, like just eating snails is putting butter on it. I mean, it's good, but like it's weird. So snails.
I mean, I've eaten it too. Bone marrow is super good, unlike toast points, but it's really rich. So, like, I suggest.
Are you serious? You can eat bone marrow?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of garlic.
And also boba's weird.
What? I love boba.
I didn't know you've ever eaten meat.
Next question.
If somebody's doing a photo op with the two of them later, you can request that probably. Actually, you know my weirdest thing I've ever eaten? I was in Indonesia, and they gave me coffee, but you should never give me coffee. And the guy's like, "You like it? You like it?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "It was just pooped out of an animal."
Oh my gosh!
What? And I went, "What?" And I guess luwak or something like that. They actually breed animals. They have coffee beans. They digest them. They go through their stomach.
Yeah, it's
they
the
poop them out.
monkeys.
Yeah, monkey or something like that.
They
Yeah.
poop them out. It's like, yeah.
Either that or my wife's cooking. Yeah, she's not in there. Like every time, just let me cook. No, I got this again tonight. Yes, I got it.
It's like Bruce Springsteen or Chris Stapleton. I'm like right there. But Bruce Springsteen, I went to a concert one time, one of his Christmas shows, and I was like right up, standing room only, super excited. He gets very into it. He's very sweaty during his shows, and he sweat in my mouth. Still one of the coolest moments of my life.
And she was sitting like 12 rows back.
I almost named my kid Springsteen because there's a little bit of him in me.
Oh my gosh!
Just a little bit of sweat. I was disgusted at first, and then I looked to my partner at the time and I went, "Oh my God, that's so cool." So probably still Springsteen.
This is my first time on stage in a panel, and I don't know if it's supposed to go like that. It's always like,
no, we normally just talk about
funny. Oh my gosh. Go ahead. I feel like you're safe.
Hopefully Gina will come back and do this again sometime.
I have to say, I mean, this has been one of the kindest. I've only done 4 other conventions, and these are some of the kindest people I have met. Very kind and gentle, and I really love doing this. Like, I feel like we all protect each other. I feel like it's a super safe space where we can laugh and we can cry and we can joke, and I absolutely love this. So I will come back. And I
Who's your favorite?
You did it, Utah. You did it.
Carey, who's your favorite music artist?
You know, I honestly, I have a very diverse, eclectic. You know, it depends on what I'm feeling like. There could be days where I'm listening to 90s hip hop, R&B. There's could be days where I'm listening to rock. You know, sometimes I'm into, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith stuff, and there's other days where I'm listening to, like 90s rap. So it just depends on what I'm feeling. What the mood is.
Same, yeah.
And I'm a Swiftie.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well,
it does not surprise me.
My wife always listening to her, and I'm like, "What is this great music you listen to?" Now I find myself playing it, I'm like, "Damn it." Hey, the problem is.
Watch a reality show on you. I just like to watch you. Like,
Which of the 4 of you is the best singer?
Gina. That's her, Gina.
Carey.
I knew you were going to ask that question. Usually when I do these panels and that question is asked, like they always ask me to sing. So I'm going to say no. Because I'm not. I mean, I don't sing. I don't sing. Not outside of the shower. Or the car, or any time where I'm alone.
Hi, my name is Erin. Love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Slight controversial question. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
We already know.
You can cancel me again. Stand by that. I grew up in a pizza parlor, and I think you can put anything on a pizza. So,
I have to say nay. I mean, honestly, I think I was
Thank you.
offered
I
it, and
hate
I think
pineapple
I
on
turned it
pizza.
down. So I think I might be a little bit might be a bias. I may say I'm biased against the.
I agree.
Way to go, now I'm canceled. No one said anything, so now I'm canceled. Damn it, it's your fault. Thank you.
Bring us home, Daniel.
Put pineapple on anything and I'll eat it.
He's from New Zealand.
We are stage divided.
Listen, I babysat him so much already. I can tell you, that's super easy. He like takes care of himself. It's great. It's really easy. You just gotta, if you care about anything and you don't want it eaten, you need to keep it away from him. Other than that, you're fine.
Go ahead.
What would you say the hardest part about getting into character is for any of you?
Not, for me personally, not letting anything that's happened to you emotionally through your own personal day get in the way of your work. So no matter what's happened to Katee on my way to work or while I'm at work, putting that to the side and actually staying focused on the character can be really challenging. You know, I've gone through breakups and had arguments and then had to go to work. I've, you know, lost a dog the day before and had to go to work. My daughter was born and the next day I went to work.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
whatever, I didn't carry my daughter. But I would, that would have been like, I gave birth and I went to work. No. But emotionally, I went to work the next day. You can't let that stuff come into your mind when you're in character, and that is really hard sometimes. Really hard.
You'd be amazed when you put a costume on, you automatically become the character.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's just one of those things that the wardrobe has a lot to do with how you end up acting as well. So, yeah.
Everybody's just different. For me, it's been a progression of learning. So every film I do, I learn how to be more present. I learn how to, you know, like a different craft. I learn how to figure it out in my mind. And with Carano, I really felt like I was getting there. I was really starting to understand this whole acting business. So I started to really love it around that time. I was just figuring it out, and that was like 8 or 9 years into it. So I remember Bryce Dallas Howard said that it didn't click for her until 8 years into her acting, and because I was like, is this ever gonna click? And it started to in that second season of Mando, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was a Terror on the Prairie with David Wire.
Woo!
And I really felt good about that performance too. Thank you. Thank you for that support. So I think just learn a little bit every time.
You have any thoughts, Carey?
No, they said it all. I mean, you know, it's exactly what everyone up here said. I think it is 100% not bringing what you have in your personal life to. I mean, well, sometimes you can use that as an actor if the scene calls for it. But also too, for me, especially when I'm in my costumes and my elaborate things that I've done, it's hard not to be that character or that creature. It's hard not to, because when I see myself, I see who I'm. So, but yeah, it's all that. It's everything, and yeah, and I agree too. I don't necessarily think that I've gotten it yet in terms of it feeling right, But I think that's also a lot of times that's an actor's own insecurity that sticks with them, But yeah, I ditto what everyone said for sure.
The community. And I know this community can be very hot and cold and they fight a lot and all of that, but people fight because they're passionate, because they love something. And yeah, so at least everybody has that in common. It's like you love Star Wars, and I love that, and I love the community, and I love the fans. Like, the fans are the most powerful people obviously. Like, it's, and it's that because it's special. It's, you know, it's a very special thing to be a part of.
Woo!
Hi. Question.
Elsa. As my daughter's obsessed. And I would love to see her look at me that way, because right now she's a daddy's girl, and I'm like, you know, we're gonna need to have a boy just so I get some love.
How about you, Daniel?
Elsa.
Anna. Now what's the little snowman?
Olaf.
Olaf, yeah. So we just went on a Disney cruise. I took my son, and he says, Elsa's not real, Katee. She's in a costume. But Olaf, he's real. What do you mean? Why do you say that? He's like, he has to be on that tray because he's got this freezer underneath him. And he had this whole like thing that he made up in his mind. I'm like, all right, kid, whatever. They're both fake, all right? But both is real. Hell yeah. And apparently he survived the Starlight Pit. We don't talk about that. Next.
Gina? Oh, well, we have one time for what? This is our last question.
I'm gonna say Jessica Rabbit. I won it.
You make it super gonna get it.
Hey, girl.
I wanna nail that one time in my life.
We need to see that.
She took mine. I was going to say Jessica Rabbit. I was going to say Jessica Rabbit too, but
I also want to see that.
All right, last question, and then we have to end.
Viva Galactica. I don't think I was supposed to say that, but describe your dream planet.
Your dream planet?
One that's not dying.
Thank you.
That's a good question. I think a lot of green, a lot of trees, all 4 seasons, kind of like this mountainous area in like the world. I don't know, like Switzerland, I don't know.
Okay. Lord of the Rings.
Only the rich people have bunkers there.
I couldn't even afford a bunker there. Carey?
All right, Carey. You're the last answer.
really? No. I thought you were gonna bring us home. No, you know what? I think 100% one that's not dying, one that's nicer, and one that's more tolerant.
Yeah.
All right. Carey Jones. Let's send him off with a huge round of applause.
Please, everybody, give him a huge round of applause. Now you have an opportunity if you guys want. If you see this little QR code up here on the screen, click on this QR code and you guys can go get a photo with them or an autograph. So click this QR code. But one more time, they're right here on stage, they can still hear you. Please give a huge round of applause.